What is up, party people? This is a take 2 of our podcast. Oh, it's going back down. It's at 42 right now. It should be fine. Our frames were going down on the last recording, so we kind of had to restart it because it was really delayed very badly. But, yeah, this is Hog Rider Gaming. I'm not going to introduce all these people like I did the first time. I'm just
you know who we are.
But over there, Ethan's right here. I'm Dylan. That's Braven.
What's up, man?
That's how we're going to do it. And today we're talking about the Game Awards, which is the usual. We talk about games on Hog Rider Gaming. Of course, if you can't tell by the title, I'm getting really short with these people. I promise I'm not trying to.
We about to say we'll be doing the Game Awards this time. It's something we typically do now because last year was such a big hit, and we appreciate all of you for tuning in for that video about almost a year ago.
A year ago, yeah.
And we thank you all for tuning that in. We hope we see the same amount this coming year, and hopefully more friends for us. We'll say we want to get to know new people. So yeah, we were just talking about our predictions for Game of the Year, all the way up to here, all the way down to who's the best esports team. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. And Mr. Dylan, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, Braven was like, yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow a gasket.
He's gonna make somebody. He's gonna make somebody mad.
I had to be a mediator right there. There was
yeah. So, oh, what a weird thing. I'm gonna be looking at that. I'm gonna be overthinking about this whole thing the whole rest of the time.
I'm about to say
about my frames. I just hope they stay. They're at 36 again, but now they're at 25. Oh my God, we're losing it. All right, we're good. We're just gonna go, and then we'll see what happens after. Okay, so we're gonna start off.
I think you having that on your screen is also probably doing it.
I mean, let me try this.
I mean, you could do it on your phone.
Could I open up? I guess I could open Google Sheets on there. Hold on. Let me exit out. See what happens. Back at 60.
Told you.
Exactly,
I told you. I told you. Do it on your phone. Do it on your phone. I'll talk from here.
Yes. Just talk for y'all BS for a couple seconds.
Hey guys. So once again, thank you all for tuning in for this video. Gonna be honest. It's been a wild 2 years, almost 2.5 now.
For real.
Just going over probably what you missed in the first recording. Happy We hope y'all having a happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays now.
I hope you ate way too much food like we did.
If you're in a food coma, I don't blame you at all. I had 4 yesterday. Do not blame you. And if you did Black Friday shopping, I hope you were safe. Don't kick a grandma for the next toaster.
Yeah, for real.
No point in that.
Wait, what is that? Don't kick your grandma?
Kick a grandma for a toaster.
Oh.
Don't fight somebody for a...
Yeah, for something random.
Oh. I thought we were talking about Thanksgiving still.
No. I said Black Friday.
Well,
okay.
Fair, but
I said,
no.
I'm about to say today, me and my wife, we got bored and watched the movie Thanksgiving. So, yeah, weird one to watch.
Is that the one where they're they have the pilgrim mask on?
Yeah. It was not. It was.
Is that a
It was.
new one?
What?
Is that a new one? A new movie?
Yeah, is a new horror movie, and it was mid.
Let's get this straight. For Thanksgiving, the movie is Spider-Man because Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
happens in
absolutely. I
Spider-Man.
can completely agree with that.
Stick.
Yeah.
What is?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That's a good one to choose too.
I guess so.
You ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I am officially ready now.
Do you have the Game Awards stuff pulled up?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the categories right here.
Awesome. Great.
Okay.
I'm going to let Dylan take it from here.
Ready, guys?
Love you guys.
This is great. Best esports team. You know what? I actually don't have the the nominees up. So just give me like 2 seconds.
All right, guys. The nominees for Best Esports Team are.
Oh, he has them good.
I'll say. You want to say that first one for me? Because I'm gonna.
Oh no, that's why I want to say them because I'm gonna completely butcher them. It's gonna be so funny.
Billy Gaming.
Billy Gaming.
Gen G, Navi, T1, and Team Liquid. Oh, Team Liquid.
Yeah, kind of gross. Why is the?
I'm about to say.
Why when I look up the? All right, I got a bone to pick. Why when I look up the? All right, there it is. Sorry, actually I don't have a bone to pick. I'm just stupid. I just didn't see it. I was about to be like, yo, if you search the Game Awards up, why does the GameAwards.com?
Relax.
It doesn't come up.
Yeah, bro.
It doesn't come up.
No, it took me forever to find it. But we're gonna start over there at Canaan, just to go ahead and get started. If you don't mind handing the mic over to him, Ethan. Who'd you pick for the best esports team?
Since I don't watch esports and I don't really give a crap about it,
Oh yeah, tell him.
I just
right.
chose randomly, and I chose people who play Counter-Strike, which is Navi. So
Oh, okay.
Was who?
And
Navi.
Navi.
I don't know who's gonna win that one because I don't keep up with it. I ain't got a prediction for it. So
Okay. Word. All right.
that's all I got.
Ethan.
Your turn. What do you think? Who do you think's gonna win?
So I'm a lot like Canaan. I don't keep up with it that much. Thought Team Liquid's name sounded a little cool, so
Team Liquid sounds a little gross.
I'm about to say very.
Yeah.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I can go. So you
Go
said
ahead.
Team Liquid.
Yeah, he said Team Liquid.
Liquid. And what game do they play?
They play
Dota.
Dota
Dota 2.
2.
Dota. Okay. I'll go first. I'll go next. So I said T1.
Yeah.
T1 has Faker on that team. They apparently they had a good year at Worlds this year.
Oh,
League of Legends. So,
very good year.
Apparently it was a crazy year. So.
League of Legends.
I will fight you. I will fight you today.
Yeah. Hey, like League of Legends, you know.
Hey,
You can't. It's a 10. It's I think it's their 10 years as well. You can't deny the
Hey.
impact.
if League of Legends is a necessary evil to get Arcane out of, I'm here for it.
I guess you're right.
You be quiet over there. I got a buddy off screen that's being a
Just
butthole right now.
I'm just joking.
That's true. That's true. Braven.
I said Team 1 as well. I am a big League of Legends fan, and that's my team that I choose about every year. I'll say Faker is probably the best in the world, and I will stand by that.
Okay.
Like, he's either the best or was the best. So
Right.
I'll stand by that.
All right. So the next category we got, I'm now officially caught up.
All right. I'll say
Best-
I can keep going.
Best esports athlete. We have 33 from Nada Shapira. Alex Sieb. Wait. Oh, wait. That's not the teams. That's their names. Okay. 33, who's also Nada Shapira. That's his name. Alex Sieb, who is Alexei Virolainen. Chovy, which is Zhang Jehun. Faker, which is... Hopefully they don't hear that on the mic. His family's here. They're crazy right now. Crazy time. This podcast is so chaotic. I love it. I love it. So
Yeah,
much.
it's a very chaotic
Faker,
podcast.
which is Lee Sang-hyuk. I think they say his name. I'm probably butchering
Hyuk.
these. Zaiwu, which is Matthew Herbolt.
Mhm.
And ZMJJKK, Zhang Zhongkang is his name. Who do y'all got? I'll start with me first, actually.
Yeah.
I got Faker.
I'm
Best
with
in
you.
the world.
I mean, I'm with you. Best in the world. Like CM Punk, but
Yeah, he's not the best one because CM Punk exists, you know.
Yeah, I
but
know.
I'm also Faker.
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 Okay. Faker all the way across the board.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about esports, but it's because there's an archetype in Metaphor Refantasia, Game of the Year.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Oh boy, he can't help himself. He's just like
Anyway,
about it.
he's
That's-
drooling over there.
Hey, good picks because I think Faker. He just leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds.
He's leagues ahead of everyone else. I'll say that.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to say
Leagues.
leagues and bounds.
Leagues.
I was like, but he plays League of Legends, you know.
Oh.
It was a joke. Some kind of league. All right. Anyways, so best esports game for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. We have Counter-Strike 2 from Valve, Dota 2 from Valve, League of Legends from Riot Games, Mobile Legends Bang Bang from Moontide
Absolutely
Games.
not.
That game doesn't exist. I'm convinced that game just doesn't even exist in the world we live in. And then Valorant from also Riot Games. Riot and Valve just running the board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I have League of Legends personally, just because also Riot's just had a really good year, and I think either that or what's the other game that they have nominated? Valorant. One of the two, I think, is going to be their win.
I'm gonna agree. I'm about to say I voted League myself. I played League a lot, and I do enjoy the game. To a point, I understand why when people get mad at it, but Valorant I can also see winning as well. It's between the two. I see. I don't see Counter-Strike 2 winning for some reason. I feel like that'd be like the third place, to be honest.
Yeah.
But everything else, I can see that.
Ethan, who do you got?
I know I give it a lot of grief and I hate on it a lot, but I could see League of Legends winning, and I mean I wouldn't be mad about it.
It's getting really
think-
popular right now,
Especially with Arcane, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's flooding back to it. So
including me. I just re-downloaded it.
God, the discussion begins again.
I know.
Crazy. All right, Canaan, who do you got?
I'm pretty sure League of Legends is probably gonna win it.
Yeah.
But
They win mostly every year.
Yeah.
I voted for Counter-Strike 2 because I mean sometimes I'll see gameplay of it. I'm like, that's
So
pretty good.
is that who you think's gonna win?
No.
Or you think League's gonna win?
I think Lee's gonna win.
All right, cool. Yeah. Also, I forgot to be saying these. James voted Navi from CS:GO for best esports team, Faker, and then CS2 for.
Yes.
Oh,
So-
word.
So that was pretty much the same. As
So moving on to the next category, content creator of the year.
Oh, I got
We got
merch coming for
Queso.
this one.
Ilowan, Techo Gamers, Typical Gamer, and Usada Picora.
Should we all say it at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, I got Queso.
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 Queso is the funniest creator I feel like it's out there right now. There's no, like, come on, man. You see his videos on TikTok or like Instagram or YouTube, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna watch them. They're hilarious.
Yeah. Seems like a genuinely nice guy too, and kind of has a good platform. So
Yeah,
I'm happy
absolutely.
for him, and I hope he continues to be popular. Doesn't fall off the face of the earth, you know,
Or go crazy.
or go or start touching kids or something.
Oh, no.
sorry. That's what they do. That you, am I?
No, there's been many that have gone and done that now, which I. Oh.
I will say he doesn't, which I can't. This doesn't really.
It doesn't look like he would.
He doesn't seem like he would, but
you never know. Never know.
Seems like a pretty chill guy. I love him.
Anyways, we're moving on to. Oh, also, James said Queso as well.
I mean, yeah.
So most anticipated game, we got
Should all say it at the same time?
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I just love how that's the title.
That's the title.
Death
is
Stranding 2 on the beach. That's where they are. By Kojima Productions /SIE, which is Sony. Ghost of Yotei, Sucker Punch, also Sony. Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar Games. Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, Retro Studios and Nintendo. And Monster Hunter Wilds from Capcom. I won't go yet. Braven, who'd you have?
Now, I voted for Ghost of Yotei because I'm a big Ghost Tsushima fan. But I say I have the sword from it. One of my buddies bought it from me like for my birthday, and
Awesome.
yeah, I love that sword. It sleeps with me sometimes. I just have it underneath my bed. That's all. But I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna win. I mean, when you think about it, the game's been going on for like how long has GTA 5 been out? 12 years?
13. So yeah, when this game will come out, it'll be 12. It'll be 12 years.
Yeah. So GTA 6 is like the most anticipated game. Like I know, like managers at stores that are 5 to 10 years older than me that said, "Hey, I'm taking off like an entire week for this game."
I understand. It's exciting game for
And
sure.
I was like, "Yeah, I'm not saying I'm completely with you on that."
Yeah, I also went GTA 6. It's it's GTA, and as much as I think my most anticipated is probably Ghost as well. Out of these, from what I played Death Stranding 1, I do like Death Stranding 1. I need to finish it before 2 comes out. Ghost of Yotei just looked great.
Yeah.
GTA 6 I am excited for. It's just all these other games I'm a little more like, oh, this could be really, really good. GTA 6 is just like a lot of fun. Metroid Prime 4, it's Metroid. That's cool. I'm always a sucker for Metroid. And Monster Hunter Wilds looks fun, So like all these are pretty decent. There's just the big one, and
Yeah.
a nuclear bomb, just there, and it's gonna win it, in my opinion. Ethan, who you got?
Well, I voted for GTA 6, and I mean, I hope it wins, and I think it will win, but kind of like y'all said, Ghost of Yotei came in like right behind that for me, because like I am looking forward to that, and then I think thirdly, I need to finish the first one, but Death Stranding 2, I think that's like right under Ghost of Yotei for me.
I thought you didn't finish Ghost. I was like,
No,
I literally was like, you've been defending this with me for forever against this man, and you haven't even finished it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah,
I
like,
have been dogging on Ghost of
I don't
Tsushima.
think you said all these that are coming out look so good. It's just like
I'd be very, very surprised if Metroid Prime 4 runs on the Switch as much as it looks like it does.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a Switch 2 product.
I was gonna say, but like
I forgot Switch 2 is happening.
Yeah.
it's quite an obvious like.
Yeah.
There's quite a big release coming out, so
Yeah. GTA 6 is, like I said, nuclear bomb. Canaan, what you got?
I voted for GTA 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I understand.
It's GTA 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm about to say there needs to be no other explanation than that. It's like,
We're gonna have a good time playing it.
oh yeah, no,
Oh
like
yeah, no, 100%.
it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, no, it'll be a fun time. There's so many other games on there. I'm like, oh, this looks so good. But yeah, still, I'm very excited for what GTA is gonna do.
Yeah.
But close behind it is definitely Death Stranding 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I enjoyed Death Stranding 1. I know not many people did, but that
haven't
story
finished
had
it.
me crying a lot.
I think the gameplay was more of the issue for them,
Yeah,
more than the story.
I feel like
think the
that's
story was universally praised, but
I enjoyed the gameplay too.
really,
There was
Walking
sometimes
sim.
I'm done. I was done with the story,
Walking sim.
and I would just deliver packages. I enjoyed it.
I do that as a day job. So.
Hey, also Kojima deserves all his flowers.
Kojima just he you know what? Just give him every award, even for games he's not even nominated for. But anyways,
But
James also said GTA 6, so GTA 6 sweep across the board, just like Faker. It was the same thing.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
So next, best adaptation.
Okay.
Before we say
Let's all
anything,
say
I
it,
gotta read the nominees.
Arcane.
I know.
Arcane, which is Riot, Fortiche, and Netflix.
Yep.
Fallout, Bethesda, Kilter Films, Amazon MGM Studios, Knuckles, Sega and Paramount, Like a Dragon Yakuza, Sega and Amazon MGM Studios, and Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, Crystal Dynamics and Legendary, and Netflix.
All of us together. 3, 2, 1.
Arcane. Arcane's probably gonna win. As much as I do have an opinion on this, and Arcane is now like one of my favorite. We're gonna do a review on Arcane soon.
Go check that out at Hog Rider Reviews.
Yeah, this video will probably be up first. But,
Yeah. It'll be coming soon.
I see where the other argument comes in. For Fallout, 1, Arcane did win last time. 2, Arcane isn't necessarily an adaptation of what League of Legends is.
That is true.
And Fallout,
Who cares?
one of the best things. I'm saying.
I know.
Fallout's not really
what
either.
the
No. I agree. I agree. I know.
recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium.
Yeah.
So, while I agree, Arcane, amazing show, better than Fallout when it comes to being a show. Fallout was a show that came out. I love Fallout too. Fallout was a show that came out where I would watch the show and be like, "Oh my gosh, that's from that." Like, this feels like what would happen in the game when I'd be playing it. Which I think more follows the line of what an adaptation is. I'm still going to vote Arcane, and I think Arcane's going to win. But I think if Fallout wins, I wouldn't be upset.
Me neither.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset, but I'm just gonna be like, man, did y'all see season 2?
Yeah, I mean, season 2's great.
And can we also talk about how much money Ella Purnell's making because of those two?
Yeah,
Oh my-
either one. Ella Purnell's winning.
She's the voice of Jinx, and she's
Because, I mean, let's be real. Knuckles, Yakuza, and Legend of, and Lara Croft, they're not winning.
I'm about to say
No,
I
they're
plan
not.
on watching Lara Croft, and I've seen Knuckles, and it's okay. It's mid, but
Saw somebody take Fallout and Arcane. They're just like the atom bomb versus coughing baby. It's like you can't.
Yeah, but I think Arcane is going to win, and I hope it does. But
if those two don't win and something else wins, I'm gonna throw my hands up and be like, what?
yeah, but yeah. So Arcane across the board. James also said Arcane.
He hasn't even watched it.
He hasn't even watched it. He was like, that's gonna win. All right, so next we're actually to the games now. To the games. Best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 6 from Treyarch, Raven, Activision, and Xbox. Helldivers 2 from Arrowhead and Sony. Super Mario Party Jamboree from Nintendo. And Tekken 8 from Bandai Namco. And then also Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 from Saber Interactive and Focus Entertainment. So, let's go with Canaan first. What you got for best multiplayer game?
I had the most fun with Helldivers 2
Helldivers 2. Okay.
because, I mean, there were times we were just over there just shooting up some aliens and
Oh, yeah.
having the time of our life.
Them mechanical
So, yeah.
beings.
It's definitely Helldivers 2 for me. Which one I think is gonna win?
That was what you were choosing.
I don't know. It could be between Helldivers 2 or Black Ops 6.
You got to choose which one. Which one do you think's going to win?
Which one'd you vote for?
I voted for Helldivers 2.
Okay, then there you
We'll go with that one.
So,
Unless
yeah,
you think
I
Black Ops
guess-
6 is going to win.
go.
I'm not sure it will.
I don't think it will.
It's a
I'm
COD.
not sure it will.
I do not think it will.
It's a COD game. That's why I'm like, I mean, it's a 50-50 shot.
When's the last time COD won in best multiplayer?
That's why I'm saying it's a
Yeah.
50-50 shot.
So I don't. Yeah. True.
Yeah, anyway.
Ethan, what you got?
I voted for Black Ops because, like,
Do you
Wow.
think you think it's gonna win?
I think it will.
Okay.
And even though it's pissed me off to no end,
He's not very good at it. I will say that.
I have had really good time playing it. Like, it's just, and like leveling stuff up. It is very, I do enjoy it a lot.
What?
Sorry, I just really wasn't expecting you to just out him like that. He's not very good at it.
No,
You'd be the first one to say it.
I will be the first one to say it.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
This guy, while this guy is like Prestige 1, I was still, what I'm saying, when you reach
Oh,
Prestige
yeah.
1, I was still like level 30.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm great at it, but I just know I'm better than Ethan. I'm gonna go. You know what, Raven, you go next.
I voted for Helldivers 2. I think that's gonna win just because it was such a big thing for so long. Like it held the gaming community in a chokehold for a good 4 to 5 months, at least until like early like summer. Like it came out in like what, January, February, like late January, early February, and held the gaming community in a chokehold for months. And you know what? It made it come, and we're like, oh, the game's dead and everything. And it made it come back like a month or two ago, and it's still going now. Like they fixed their game, and it's still going to the point where I'm like, it's probably gonna walk away with a few of these.
Yeah.
This thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Black Ops won, but I believe Helldivers 2 has got it as well. Like I'm like Ethan, I'm not really that good at Black Ops, but I mean, I could see the popularity behind it. It's the best COD they've had since 2019. So
Okay. I got Helldivers 2 on this one. You know, for the same reasons. It came out of nowhere. No one really believed in this game. The first Helldivers game had a very niche audience, and the second one came out, and everyone was playing this game. Everyone I knew was like had to play this game. It was only $40. The amount of love and support they put into this game. And while they had that bad update, now they have this past update that kind of fixed a lot of those things. So I think just the kind of the story of this game and how popular it got, I think will kind of give it the nod over Black Ops 6. As much as I love Black Ops 6, I do think Helldivers is the better game, and I think it's going to win. So, yeah. James also voted Helldivers, so the only person who didn't was Ethan. We got Black Ops 6.
I think it's gonna win.
You should talk into the mic when you do that.
I think it's gonna win.
There you go.
Sorry.
He started just talking to me like we were not on a podcast. Okay, so next game we got is the best sports/racing game for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. We got F1 24, Codemasters and EA Sports FC 25, EA Vancouver, EA Romania, and EA Sports. A lot of EA going on.
yeah.
NBA 2K25 Visual Concepts in 2K, Topspin 2K25 from Hangar 13 in 2K, and WWE 2K24 from Visual Concepts in 2K. One question I got.
Let's college football.
Where, in God's name, is College Football 25 at? Where is that game? That game was arguably the most anticipated game of the year.
For sports, yeah.
I'd say out of anything.
Wow,
It's
yeah.
been 11 years since the last one.
That's true.
And I remember me and Matt, if Matt is excited for a game,
That's true. I'll give you that.
and like we were on that game like
I'll say
crazy.
Matt's excited for skate.
Yeah, and I burned a lot of time on that game. I had a great time, and so did a lot of other people. And it got good reviews for an EA game, especially. I don't know what we're doing putting Topspin in here.
There's a lot of these in here that I'm just. Here's my question: when they made best sports/racing, they changed. They merged two.
They merged them, yeah.
Yeah, because I guess because there wasn't a lot this year.
Maybe
I don't know, but like I saw that this year and I was like, best racing had its own. But then I thought about it, I was like, racing only had one game come out this year, I believe.
Well, also it's not a Forza year, so.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not a Forza year.
But yeah. Anyways, I voted for FC 25. I don't care what y'all vote for.
I said, well, the only one I've really played,
2K24
2K24 WWE.
for WWE. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't played it that much, and I was never really good at it. But I enjoyed.
I love you, buddy. I'm
Nope.
sorry.
Is that your pick as well?
Yeah, that's my pick as well, because I would pinfall him.
Canaan, what you got?
I voted for F1 24 because I like racing games.
Oh, okay.
But it's not going to win.
Oh.
I know that.
What's gonna win?
I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be WWE.
Okay.
Either that or NBA 2K25, one of the two.
I know that the Game Awards, they really, really like the FC games, so that's where I kind of give the nod to that. But, I mean, I'd be happy with 2K, WWE winning. I had fun with that game this year. So,
Okay.
good time. James voted for FC also. So, me and James voted FC. Braven, Ethan, and Canaan voted for WWE 2K24. Or not voted for, but, that we predict that's going to happen.
Well, we voted and predicted, but yeah.
Yes. Same thing, Okay. Next, our favorite category. Best sim and strategy.
Fast. Let's get through
Best game
it.
focused on a real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Age of Mythology, we're told. World's Edge, Forgotten Empires, Xbox Game Studios. Frostpunk 2 from 11-Bit Studios.
Keep going.
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom. Manor Lords from Slavic Magic and Hooded Horse. And Unicorn Overlord from Vanillaware, Sega, and Atlas. Go Atlas. Atlas had a great year. I got Frostpunk 2. What you got? What do you have, Braven?
Age of Mythology retold. I seen some gameplay. It looked pretty. I mean,
Age of Mythology. Okay, Ethan.
I picked it for the stupidest reason, but I like mythology, so I chose Age of Mythology.
I like mythology, so I chose the one with mythology in the name. So that's valid, I guess.
I guess.
I have no dog in this fight, so I don't care.
I had no
Candy,
dog
what
in the
you
fight
got?
either.
I played Frostpunk 2 or Frostpunk 1, and I loved it. I haven't played Frostpunk 2 yet, but I
Heard very good
assume
things
if
about
it's similar to Frostpunk 1,
Okay.
I'm gonna love it too. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I voted for Frostpunk 2, and I don't know what the lookout for some of these are, but it's probably gonna end up being Frostpunk 2 winning.
James said, I don't know. That's how that one. I was like,
I love
okay.
that boy. I swear. I swear I do.
So, yeah, there's 2 for Age of Mythology, and then it's Braven and Ethan, and then me and Canaan are Frostpunk.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to the next. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform.
We know who's winning this one.
Astrobot, Team Asobi, and Sony. Princess Peach Showtime, Good Feel, and Nintendo. Super Mario Party Jamboree from Nintendo. The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom
Oh,
from Grezzo
shoot.
and Nintendo.
I forgot that was a
And then
thing.
The Plucky Squire from All Possible Futures and Devolver.
I forgot Zelda was a thing.
I don't think it matters to me. I got Astrobot on this one. I think Astrobot just absolutely rampaged when it came to sales and how many people were playing it and how just great that game is, man.
Yeah.
And that's who I got. I think honestly, if Super Mario Party wins, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay. That does look like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Braven.
Jamboree.
I got Astrobot.
Astrobot also.
Yeah. About to say, I'm pretty sure it's probably a
Sweet.
sweep on Astrobot.
Yeah.
Ethan.
I also voted Astrobot, but kind of like you said,
This
I
one,
could see Mario Party
yeah.
winning, but I could also see the Legend of Zelda winning.
I forgot that was a dog in this fight. So
Because
It kind of came out to middling reviews. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kanan, what you got?
I voted for Astrobot.
Astrobot.
Yep.
It's gonna be Astrobot,
Yeah. I can agree with that.
but I could see Mario Party winning.
Speaking of Mario Party, that's what James voted for.
Oh wow! Really?
Mario Party. Yeah. So we kind of have some variability going on there. So yeah, that means 4 of us Astrobot, one of us Mario Party.
No,
So that's kind of
Let's go.
good variability
Yeah.
there. All right,
Here
on
we go.
to the next category. Best fighting game. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, we got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero from Spike Chunsoft and Bandai Namco. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising. Whoa, that's fake. There's no way that's real. Arc System Works
What are
and
you talking
Psy
about?
Games. Huh?
Grand Blue Fantasy is actually fun.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My fault to all the Grand Blue
somewhat
fans out there,
fun.
all 3 of y'all. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, arcade classics from Capcom, Multiverses from Player First Games and WB Games, and then Tekken 8 from Bandai Namco. Braven, who you got?
I got Dragon Ball. I played it and I enjoyed it. Out of everything here, that's kind of like one of those things where I'm like, it's gonna go between Dragon Ball and Tekken 8, but I think Dragon Ball is gonna go away with it because it was sold out before it released, which I'm like, dang, it crashed Steam.
That's true. That's true. What you got,
Yeah,
Kanan? You got the mic, so I'll give it to you.
I voted for Dragon Ball, and I had a blast playing it. So yeah, and plus the fact that it's been how many years since the last game?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, It's gonna win. I just know it.
All right, Ethan, give him the mic.
Given the mic.
I voted for Sparking Zero.
Oh,
Like
here
I
we go.
said in some of the other ones, I'm not very good at it. I fought Canaan once in it, and I got my butt handed to me. So, but I think it'll pull off with the victory. But also, kind of like you said, I think Tekken will give it a run for its money because you've got the diehard like Tekken fans that are gonna go for it.
I voted Tekken. I'm the only one out of all of us that voted Tekken because James also did Dragon Ball. I think Tekken came out better reviews this year, and as much as a lot of people play Dragon Ball, only 10% of these votes, only like 10% of the vote goes to is from us.
That's
True.
So like I think that the journalists in the poll or whatever or the jury that he calls it, they vote it, and they're mostly journalists. So like Tekken 8 got like what a 91 on Metacritic this year. So like
I'm about to say I've heard great things about Tekken. It's just
Dragon Ball got.
I'm doing this. I'm doing Dragon Ball for Chad. Okay.
Dragon Ball, I think it got like 83, 84, somewhere in there, which is still good. But, I mean, Tekken got one of the best Metacritic scores of the year. And I kind of base that on a lot of the stuff that's won in the past. The Metacritics are kind of usually out. It is also Tekken. Yeah, Tekken's pretty good.
Yeah, it's Tekken. I liked, about to say 6, so.
All right, on to the next. We got Best RPG. For the
Here we
best
go.
game
Here we go.
designed with
Here we
rich
go.
player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Also, that's kind of cool.
Here we go.
Dragon's Dogma 2 by Capcom, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree from Softwire and Bandai Namco, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth from Square Enix, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth from Ryo Gotoku, and Sega. I got really confused. There was a lot of G's and O's and there was a lot going on. Sega, and then Metaphor Fantasia from Studio Zero, Atlas, and Sega.
Wait, Sega?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
I think Sega bought Atlas. I think that's like the whole
Oh,
thing.
really? Okay.
All right, Braven, what you got?
Now, out of all these, I played a little bit of Shadow of the Erd Tree, and I don't really care for it. I'm all right. We're gonna not get into that right now. But Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was my vote, and I hope it. I hope it wins. I want Rebirth to get its flowers and everything like that because it, personally, in my opinion, I really did enjoy that story. It took a twist on the original, and I really do love that. So, yeah.
Okay. Ethan, you got the mic, so you're next.
Yep. I voted for Shadow of the Erd Tree. I mean,
What?
it's really hard to beat.
Okay.
Yes, I voted for Shadow of the Erd Tree, Raven.
Kill the feed.
No, it's really hard to beat I mean, it's Elden Ring. It's like that is the RPG of RPGs. I feel like, but I know.
I respectfully also disagree.
Baldur's Gate 3 is the best RPG to come out.
Well, yes, I didn't think about that.
we got a buddy off screen that's agreeing with us right now, Justin.
But no, like of the ones in there, I feel like the world is expansive. You're like you can create your character and like really upgrade your character, and I mean it's very expansive. So yeah,
I'd vote for Metaphor before I voted for Shadow.
Canaan?
I can see where he's coming from.
What?
An RPG, in its own technical term, is a role-playing game where you make the role and play the role. So in
Erdtree is
in essence,
Elden Ring is a good RPG.
Elden Ring,
I'm not
and
saying it's not.
Shadow of the Erd Tree is a true RPG, but
Big butt.
Metaphor Refantasia was on this, so I voted for Metaphor Refantasia.
Any other like explanation as to why, or
It's a good game.
welcome to Hog Rider Gaming, where we give great analysis.
It's
on
a
why we
good
like
game.
games, on why we like games.
What about
he just broke it down to the bare bones. It's a good game.
No, it's not just a good game. It's a fantastic game. But it's
Oh, my bad.
I feel like Final Fantasy is probably gonna win it because
Okay.
it's
Is that
Final
your,
Fantasy.
Is that your like actual prediction of like what you think is gonna win?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not letting me edit it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sheets on the phone, kind of crazy.
They suck.
Oh my god, I can't type either. I'll just do 7, and then I'll edit it later. Okay, yeah. So I voted for. Oh, James also voted Rebirth, by the way.
I love that boy. I love that boy.
So my vote goes to Metaphor. I'm the lone vote for Metaphor on this one. I think Metaphor kind of has the most.
No, he did.
Oh, like for predictions wise, I mean, like what I think is going to win. I think Metaphor is going to win. I think it kind of put. I mean, Persona's done the whole JRPG, put the JRPG formula back on the map.
Yeah.
But this one just perfected it. I think there's so many different possibilities for what you can do. The role playing actual attributes are in Metaphor the most out of all of these. I think it's the best game out of all these too, and everyone has their own opinion on what games are better than what. But especially after I finished it today, actually, and especially after finishing it today, like the amount of different options you can have and how to progress your character, not only with your gameplay but also with characters around you, is really interesting to me, and I really, really like that.
So good.
So yeah, I go Metaphor. So we got a little bit of a split. Well, Rebirth kind of rules that one for us.
As it should.
But Erdtree by Ethan and then me with Metaphor are the only two lone wolves on this one. Yeah. On to the next one. We got Best Action Adventure, my least favorite category of all time. For the Best Action Adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, we got Astrobot from Team Asobi, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Ubisoft, Montpellier.
Yeah.
Which I guess is French, and Ubisoft, of course.
Montreal. Sorry. Montreal.
This is Montpellier.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Typically, it's
I was like, that does not say Montreal.
Oh, typically it's Montreal. My bad.
But yeah, I'm really happy Prince of Persia's here. Silent Hill 2 from Bloober Team and Konami, Star Wars Outlaws from Massive and Ubisoft, and then The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom got the nomination here as well.
Oh, God. I keep forgetting that's a thing.
So what y'all thinking?
I said Astrobot just because, I mean, Star Wars Outlaws is on there, and I don't know why it's on there, but, I mean, it's on there.
It had action, it had adventure in it. So
Yeah.
remember the puzzle
that's
solving
what you
in that
wanna
game?
call
The
it.
lock-picking
Please.
system?
Okay, that was okay. I mean,
What was it, the little rhythm game?
yeah.
Yeah, well, super, super intricate.
Yeah.
Why can't they do that with the rest of the game?
But I voted Astrobot. If it's not Astrobot, like I'm gonna stick with what I vote for
Yeah.
personally, just because that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, no, this one's the only one I'm gonna change. I think Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2 is going to win.
Yeah, I think Silent
Okay.
Hill 2. I'm gonna about to say
It's not a bad pick.
Silent Hill 2. Just gosh, I watched Chad play that game and I was like like half the time. So
Yeah. True. Ethan,
I was freaked out.
give the mic away, Canaan.
I voted for I voted for Astrobot as well.
That's who you think's going to win?
Yeah, I think both. I voted for them, and I think they're going to win. But I kind of agree with Braven. I wouldn't be mad if Silent Hill
Yeah.
came and got it, because it's I've seen some of the stuff in there, and it's
I feel like the action's where it falls flat for me.
yeah,
What for Silent Hill?
For combat and stuff.
yeah. I feel
That's
that,
where it falls
but
flat for me.
I don't know.
But to be fair, most of these are pretty simple combat, and then the puzzles are simple or pretty complex. But
Yeah, I feel like the puzzle solving is the main component of this one.
yeah.
But
It definitely fills out that adventure.
Canaan, what you got?
Astrobot 2.
Astrobot.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure that one's going to win. It's Astrobot. It was
screw it, change it back. That's the one time I don't.
it's the one game that like everybody's raving about, and for good reason.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to win from both the critics and this too. So
Yeah, I got Astrobot on this one. I got.
Change me back.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're all going Astrobot.
Yeah.
going all
Screw
in
it,
on
man.
Astrobot.
All going Astrobot. Yeah, I got Astrobot on this. I think as much as I much as I want Prince of Persia to get one, just to kind of stick it to Ubisoft for disbanding that team.
Yeah. No. Oh. Yeah. No, I agree with that. Sorry, I disconnected and I was like,
What? But yeah, I don't like Star Wars Outlaws. I never played Legend of Zelda. I think Silent Hill 2 doesn't really fit the qualifications as well as Astrobot does. With traversal and puzzle solving, I think that's where Astrobot kind of like.
I can understand
And the
that.
combat gets more varied as you do it and with different abilities. I think Astrobot just kind of nails the action adventure aspect more than most of the other games.
Yeah.
On that list. So I guess we'll go without Ethan. Ethan's in the bathroom. He's being weird. Terrible timing.
Yeah. You could say that.
Terrible timing. So next we got Best Action Game. For the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. Oh, he's already back. Look at that.
Wow, fast.
We got Black Myth Wukong from Game Science, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 from Treyarch, Raven, Activision, and Xbox, Helldivers 2 from Arrowhead, and Sony, Stellar Blade from Shift Up and Sony, and then Warhammer 40,000 from Saber and Focus Entertainment. Canaan, what you got?
I voted for Stellar Blade. I
Oh.
enjoyed the crap out of that game. It was very fun. And the story was really good too, but that's not what it's about on this. It's about the action on this one.
Yeah.
The action looked so good in that game, and the combat was. I loved it. I loved it. So Stellar Blade is definitely there.
Okay. You think
But-
Stellar Blade's going to win?
I feel like it's gonna be Black Myth.
You think it's going to be Black Myth?
I feel
Okay.
like it's gonna be Black Myth.
Let me do Wukong. Wukong for Canaan. Ethan, what you got? Best sex. Yeah.
I voted for Black Ops.
Black Ops, okay.
I don't really think that's gonna win. I think
Oh.
it's probably gonna go to Black Myth.
Okay.
But if Black Myth does not have a hater, I'll be dead. So
Okay.
I just don't like the game. Anyway,
Valid. Braven, what you got?
But Helldivers 2.
Okay.
I believe Helldivers is going to walk away with with action. You're talking about pure action. That game is nothing but action.
You're right.
And I think it's going to walk away with a few of them that night. So I think Helldivers 2 is going to walk away. I wouldn't be surprised if Warhammer walked away with it as well, because Warhammer is very popular, and you got the 40K fans, and there's a lot of them. They outnumber everyone.
It's true.
100 to 1. It's Go ahead.
I was between
See,
Space
you're
Marine 2 and Stellar Blade. but
Yeah.
Stellar Blade 1 for me.
But I say Space Marine, like you got that fan base is huge. So I would not be surprised if they walked away with it. I wouldn't also be surprised if Wukong walk away with it, because as much as I don't want to walk away with one, I could see them happening. But Helldivers 2, that's my pick. I think it's gonna work. I think that is the game.
I got Wukong on this one. As much
As my category.
as much as I'm not really a huge fan of the combat in that one. To be fair, I think out of all of these, the one I would vote for would probably be Helldivers. As much as I want to play Stellar Blade, and I will get to it at some point.
Yep. So.
I think Wukong, that's like its strongest suit for most people, including the critics. As much as I didn't really like the combat in that game, I just feel like hitting people with a stick was just not very entertaining. So I think it's going to win just because of what it is, and it's popular, and got to get one at least. It's not going to get Game of the Year, so we got to give it one. I just think, yeah. It's got Wukong on that one. Wukong's written all over that one. That gives three of us Wukong. Me, Canaan, and Ethan. And then Stellar Blade for James. And Helldivers 2 for Braven. So, on to the next game category. Best VR and AR. For the best game experience, playable, and virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. We got Arizona Sunshine Remake by Vertigo. Asgard's Wrath 2 by Sanzaru and Oculus Studios. Batman Arkham Shadow from Camouflage and Oculus Studios. Metal Hellsinger VR from Lab 42, The Outsiders and Funcom, and Metro Awakening from Vertigo.
You better get me last.
I'm going to go with me first. I got Arkham Shadow. I think it's new. It's newer. As much as I think probably Asgard's Wrath has the most critics behind it, I think Arkham Shadow is more recent, and I think that'll play in its favor. And it's a newer, it's a more realized IP than Asgard's Wrath is. So, Ethan, what you got?
I voted for Arkham Shadows, and I think Arkham Shadows is going to win. It's just kind of like you said, the Arkham games are kind of already, solidified. They're concrete.
Yeah.
It's everybody knows they're going to do well, and then they just went in a different direction with it. And everything I've heard from Braven, he said it's very good. So,
Canaan, what you got?
Yeah. If there's a game you get to be the Batman, are you kidding me? Yes. I'm going to vote for it. But, yeah, I think it's going to win too because, it's Batman.
It's Batman.
It's Batman.
What else you got to say? You get to play as Batman. Braven, who you got?
You already know. It is Arkham Shadow, man. It is, God, it's such a good game. Asgard's Wrath, I saw so much gameplay of it. It looked good, and I was like, okay, that's going to win VR. And then Batman Arkham Shadow got announced, and I was like, oh, maybe
that'll be good.
Maybe that'll be good. And then I played it. I won the VR. I played it, and oh my God.
You really like that game, yeah.
I'm debating whether I want to go put it back on, like go put the cow back on and beat up some criminals. I swear,
Valid.
like it feels like you're like when you are Batman. Like you beat up a bunch of thugs and you just look around after you're done, and you're just like, oh yeah, vengeance, vengeance. And I just like the puzzle solving in the game is it's simple yet difficult. Like it's something I really wasn't expecting like them to really achieve. It's like that Arkham, the Arkham puzzle solving.
Yeah.
And it's so good. But yeah, I can see I understand people's like the Asgard's Wrath too. I can understand that one. But Arkham Shadow's it's got to walk away. It's like it's in my top 3 Arkham games. Like I know there's like technically like 7 now, but like and it's in my like it's number 2. Like it is that freaking good. Like it's City then Shadow. It's City then Shadow then Night.
I was gonna say above Night. Wow. Okay.
It's above the tank. It's the tank. It's
Yeah.
just the tank.
The tank, man. You can't. The Batmobile was awful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, James voted Asgard's Wrath. He is the lone dog on this one. Lone
And he
wolf.
just am.
So before, not before. I don't know why I said before. I clicked previous on my phone because I have to go backwards. So I was going
Yeah.
before previous. Next category, we got best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, we got AFK Journey from Farlight, Balatro from Local Thunk, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket from Creatures Inc., Wuthering Waves from Kuro, and Zenless Zone Zero from Hoyoverse. What you got, Braven?
Beladra. I mean, I hear how addicting it is. I'm not paying $10 on my phone for it, but and it's on other consoles.
It's $20 on the console.
What?
$20 on a console.
Are you kidding me?
Not kidding.
Wow. But I mean, I'll try it at some point when I'm more liquid.
Okay.
But
More liquid. Got it.
but I've seen you be addicted to it. I've seen like other like he just got it. So I can see it being very popular. But I'm about to say the only one others say that would probably has a run for it is Pocket.
Yeah.
Pokemon, just because it's pretty much Pokemon Go.
With cards.
Yeah, with cards. So
Okay. I got Balatro on this one. Balatro goes hard. Fun game. I'm glad it's nominated for Game of the Year. Ethan, what you got?
it's crazy.
What do you mean
The
it's
crazy.
No, I wasn't expecting that. I was like left field out Silent Hill too.
Oh, yeah.
The crazy part is it changed tonight. I downloaded it tonight, and this guy's, telling me how good it was. And I downloaded it, and I played it for the next 30 minutes. And I was like, wow, this is really good.
It just burns time, dude.
Yeah, I can see it. Me playing that for a long time.
Okay. Balatro. Kenny, what you got?
I voted for Balatro as well
Balatro.
because I mean, out of the ones chosen, it's the only one I would play. I haven't played it yet. I'm not entirely sure if I will.
Okay.
But I can see where the appeal is.
Gotcha.
I mean, poker's fun to play anyway.
Yeah. And then you make it more fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we got James voting Pokemon's Pocket. Pokemon's Pocket.
Pokemon's Pocket.
Pokemon Pocket. He's been playing the crap out of that, so he's really liked it. Moving on to Best Debut Indie. I'm going to try to merge these a little because Best Debut Indie and Best Indie, it's like the same thing. But Best Debut Indie is the best debut game, so the best first game from a new studio. We got Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. I got Balatro on this one. Again.
I got Balatro on this one, too.
I got Plucky Squire.
The Plucky Squire. You think it's going to win?
No, I think it's Balatro. But
Oh.
I voted Plucky.
I didn't even beat the Plucky Squire.
But I say I got halfway through it. So Canaan.
I voted Animal Well,
Okay.
Oh wow.
but it's probably going to be Balatro.
Balatro.
Yeah.
I know you liked Animal Well.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, good topic. Good next topic.
Best Indie.
Oh.
Best independent game.
I know what all four of us.
I mean, yeah, Best Indie.
Yeah.
For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system, we got Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. What y'all think? What do you think, Braven?
3, 2, 1.
Never.
Are we doing what we want, what we voted for, or what we think's going to win?
Well, we think's gonna win. I think Neva's gonna win.
Oh, I'm sure Never's
think-
going to win.
You guys think Neva's gonna win best indie game?
I mean, maybe not above Balatro, but
I want it. I want it.
I
to
think it's
win.
going to be close.
Yeah.
All right, so we got. So y'all think Neva? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's Neva. I mean,
all three of y'all Neva. Y'all
Yeah.
think Neva's gonna win?
Yeah.
I like Neva.
I
That
just-
game made me cry.
I love Neva too. Neva's a 5 out of 5 for me. But
Oh, yeah.
you got a monster like Balatro in there.
Yeah. That is fair.
It's gonna be-
That is
me and
fair.
James got Balatro. Y'all three got Neva on that one. Best community support is the next category. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. We got Baldur's Gate 3 from Marion Studios, Final Fantasy 14 from Square Enix, Fortnite from Epic Games, Helldivers 2 from Arrowhead Game Studios, and No Man's Sky from Hello Games.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, oh my gosh, they're
They're still releasing.
they're nominated
updates.
every year.
Oh.
They pump new
Yeah.
DLC and stuff out all the time.
Oh.
Yeah,
And all
Oh.
the DLCs are free.
are free. Yeah,
Oh well, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
I don't play it, but I recognize that's MVP type stuff right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
exactly.
I got Baldur's Gate 3 on this one, man. They said they wouldn't really be doing that much, but here they are doing
Doing a
everything.
lot.
They were like, all right,
They're
this is the
doing a
game,
lot.
and we'll release some updates every now and then, but this is it. And now they're just adding all this stuff. It's like great stuff. I really like it. Braven, what you got?
Now I have Helldivers 2 voted because great community support off the rip, and then it got bad, but then they fixed it for everyone. That's where I'm like, okay, I like that. Within a year, not where it took like a few years for and it's still going for games like Destiny. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I think Baldur's is gonna win. It's Baldur's Gate 3, man. Come on.
Yeah.
We're about to get they added mods to where you can play with more than one, more than 4 people. They are adding crossplay next month.
Yeah.
It's gonna be insane.
No, isn't it January?
Oh, I thought it was December.
No, I think it's
I
January.
don't know.
Oh, okay, in a month or two, we're getting crossplay.
Yeah.
And I finally get to go on campaign with one of my closest friends for a long time. So yeah, I'm happy with it. So yeah, and he's asleep over there. So
So I voted for Baldur's Gate 3,
you're about to change your answer.
but my prediction is Helldivers 2.
Oh,
Because-
we switched.
Because I for the longest time until I just stopped, I just left the server. But Baldur's Gate Helldivers has a huge Discord that
Yeah.
they ask and they receive
Yeah,
a bunch of
that's
information.
true.
I'm like, just you don't see that often, especially with that big of a game or that popular of a game, and it's kind of refreshing to see they're engaging with their fans and so that's where I said I think that will win. But obviously, I very much
Helldivers is exclusive for
Voted.
PlayStation though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah. PC.
yeah, PC. Yeah.
Well, it technically is exclusive to PC, but for a while they asked for your PSN when you had a PC, and then people were like, "Well, what the heck? I don't have a PlayStation, so why would I have a PSN?"
yeah.
But it was really dumb. Canaan, what you got?
I voted for Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate,
It's
yeah.
probably going to win. Because, I mean, it's a whole year afterwards, and they're releasing awesome updates.
Yeah.
With stuff
I
that
agree.
I didn't expect to even get, mods for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
You also got to think on top hang on, my brain just went completely dead.
Oh.
All right, whatever. Keep
All right,
going.
Never mind. Yeah,
Whoops.
4 of us got Baldur's Gate 3, including James, and then Helldivers 2. The only one
Oh.
was Ethan.
I remember the D&D community is just like the Warhammer community. There's
Yeah.
it's massive, and
It's
it's
massive.
it's
It's
growing
huge.
every day.
Huge.
You said arguably bigger than Warhammer. It competes. It competes.
It's close.
It competes.
All right. We got the next category, Best Ongoing, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. I got Helldivers 2 on this one.
Same
It's just, I think it could
for
go to-
democracy.
I think it could go to. I think it's like realistically, Fortnite should probably win every year.
Yeah.
Just
probably.
because of how great it is at being ongoing. I mean, it's been 7 years
I'm
since
at-
it was released.
Yeah, and then they bring back OG and stuff like that, so that could
but-
really push it for them.
I think
but-
this is another pretty easy dub for Helldivers.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Braven, you got Helldivers as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Helldivers 2.
What you guys-
whichever
what you
one
boys
of you
got?
wants to talk first? I don't care.
I voted for Final Fantasy 14
Okay.
because, I mean, it's been almost 10 years since they released Final Fantasy 14, and they're
been a while.
still releasing DLCs and updates for it, and people are still loving the game just as much as they did before. So I feel like that will probably be my best ongoing, but I feel like Fortnite's going to win.
Okay, Fortnite.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's Fortnite.
All right. Ethan, what you got?
I agree with y'all. I voted for Helldivers 2, and I feel like Helldivers 2 is going to walk away with it, just because, still going. Even though people thought at the beginning it was just going to be one of those flash in the pan or whatever you call it. It's just there for a second, then gone. But stuck it out.
Okay. On to the next category, we got Games for Impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. This game, while I like this category, I think it gets a little lost in the shuffle of what they really look for. But I know, man. I get it's like the most pro-social game out there.
What?
Metaphor.
Oh my
God. You never played it.
I know.
Close to the Distance by Osmotic Studios and Skybound Games. Indica from Odd Meter and 11-Bit Studios. Neva from Nomada Studio. Life is Strange Double Exposure from Deck 9 and Square Enix. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 from Ninja Theory and Xbox. And then Tales of Kenzera Zao from Surgent Studios and EA. What you got, Braven? Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. Life is Strange. I definitely feel like this one is like it's an interesting game, and it definitely gave me a thought provoking like a few times where I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Life is Strange tends to do that.
Yeah, it gives you that, like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to say if I had to pick a runner up, it'd be Neva.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. This Life is Strange game, it's pretty freaking good.
Ethan, what you got?
I picked Neva.
Neva.
Yeah. Just because I haven't had a game in a while that made me like feel that emotional with. We said it in the review, but like feel that emotional with such little dialogue.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah,
Canaan.
If Metaphor was on here, it would be
definitely be
Metaphor.
Metaphor, 100%. It's not. What I think should win should be Metaphor.
Yeah.
Even though it's not
Yeah,
even
exactly.
though it's not now.
It's not. Get over it. No, play.
I voted for Neva because I don't know. It may not have the most pro social out of all of these, but I feel like that there's at least some personal messages in there that really stand out.
Yeah.
About like the struggles with motherhood and coming of age of a child or whatever. But I feel like Life is Strange was probably way more popular than that, and it's probably going to win it.
Okay, so you got
More
Life is
likely.
Strange as like your prediction for what's going to win?
That or Hellblade 2, because
I forgot Hellblade
Life
2 was
is
in that.
Strange.
Hellblade 2 is very good, actually.
Life is Strange. My prediction on this is actually very different. Based on what the category says, I think Tales of Kenzera has a very big chance of winning just because of what I've heard that game really tries to preach. And I remember when that game got announced at last year's Game Awards, actually, which helps these kind of wins. He announces these things at the Game Awards, and then later down the line they get nominated, and the next thing you know they win. You're like, oh, I remember when that game got announced last year. It was a very emotional announcement for the guy that was developing it. So I think it was developing or voice acting. I can't remember what it was. But I just remember that being there, and I was like, I think that could win.
Hey, where's that Matthew McConaughey game?
Oh, God. But, yeah, we're pretty divisive on this one. I got Tales of Kenzera. We got Braven and Canaan with Life is Strange. Ethan with Neva, and then James with Hellblade 2.
Oh, yeah, I heard him say that.
So next we got innovation in accessibility. We got games like Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age of the Veilguard, the lone nomination for Dragon Age of the Veilguard.
That's wild.
Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, and then Star Wars Outlaws.
What?
What y'all got? I got Black Ops 6 on this one. I think a lot of the
6. Yeah.
Black Ops 6.
I think a lot of the controls are very.
yeah. I think Black Ops 6
Who's gonna win?
Yeah, it's clean sweep on that
I was
one.
gonna say it's got so many like settings that you
It's
can
got
change.
so
Like
many it's the most settings I've ever seen for a COD game, and that's kind of hard to do for a game like that.
Get controversial.
But yeah, okay. So everyone Black Ops 6 on this one.
Yeah, I
we
believe
got
it's
a
going to be
clean
Black Ops
sweep
6.
on that one. James also did Black Ops 6.
Yeah. Here's where we get the weird.
We
vote.
got best performance coming up. Awarded to an individual for voiceover, acting, motion, and/or performance capture. We got Brianna White from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, who played Aerith Gainsborough. Hannah Tell, Life is Strange Double Exposure, who was Max Caulfield. Humberly Gonzalez, who was Kay Vess in Star Wars Outlaws. Luke Roberts, who was, remind me of the character from Silent Hill 2. I don't remember his name.
No, go.
James.
You think so?
James something. He was in Silent Hill 2. And then Melina Juergens from Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. She played Senua.
Oh, she did a great job.
Who you got, Braven?
Come back to me.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Who you got, Ethan?
Brianna White,
Brianna White. Okay.
because Final Fantasy,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
I very much enjoyed her performance, and while I think it could also go to the Life is Strange one, I don't remember what her
Hannah
name.
Tell.
Hannah Tell. Yeah. I think Brianna White will walk away with it.
Canaan, what you got?
I voted for Melina Juergens. That's how you say her name?
Melina Juergens, whatever.
Okay. Melina. I was thinking of.
No.
No. But yeah, because I don't have an Xbox, I couldn't play Hellblade
Yeah.
2, but I did play the first one, and she was the same person.
And
right?
yeah, she won last time too.
Yeah. So I was obviously going to vote for her again because she was great in the first game, but I feel like Brianna White's going to walk away with it.
Brianna White. Braven.
Voted for Hannah Tell.
Hannah Tell.
Now,
I can see why.
let's say there's a big reason why I did. I don't. You gotta put her first performance in as Life is Strange along with this one because I don't think she was nominated for the first one. I had to go back and look,
I have no idea.
but I don't think she was. And I'm gonna say give her flowers because she did great in the first one. She did great in this one. Like there's some emotional moments where I'm almost like, dang man, like I'm.
Okay.
Like she got my heart out here. I'm like, dang. But I can also see Aerith winning, so it's
Okay, yeah, me and James also got Brianna White winning this. I think the other option for me is definitely going to be Luke Roberts, just from what I've heard on the streets. On the streets. Streets are saying Luke Roberts, man, he kills it in Silent Hill 2. Really, really good.
Chad is saying that, but he's also saying Aerith.
But I like Brianna White. Brianna White really does such a good job as Aerith. Really fits into that role really well. A lot of moments of that character are elevated by her performance with that character. So I think Brianna White's going to walk away with this. But on to the next category. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. We got Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. Canaan, you got a mic in your hand. What's up? What you got?
I voted for Hellblade 2.
Okay. Do you think that's going to win?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
The reason why I voted for it was the first game. It had the voices in her head, and it was almost 3D in a way.
Yeah.
I feel like since they were able to update it a bit more, I really feel like what are y'all doing?
They're doing the voices in her head, Randy Orton.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I feel like since it's obviously a newer game and they're able to update it from the first game, I feel like it's going to be even better.
Yeah, it was.
It was? Okay. See, I didn't get to play it. Which, I'm not happy about that. Maybe I'll get to play it if I get an Xbox.
So you think Hellblade 2 is going to win?
I'm not entirely sure. That's the thing. It could be between Black Ops 6 or Silent Hill 2 for me.
Choose.
Or Hellblade 2. I don't know.
Choose.
Just choose Hellblade. You said it first.
Hellblade 2. I'll choose
Hellblade 2.
Take it, Ethan.
Ethan, what you got?
So
He's got an explanation for this one.
Oh boy.
no, well, I mean,
He's got an idea.
So I voted for, and I think Silent Hill 2 is gonna win.
Silent Hill 2. Not a bad pick.
Because I have seen some of the gameplay of it, and it just the sound design makes it seem so creepy and just unsettling.
I agree.
But
I can understand that.
there were a couple more that I wouldn't be mad if they took it away. What was the other one?
Hellblade.
No, the other one.
Christ. Final Fantasy 7, Silent Hill 2, Call of Duty, Astrobot.
Astrobot and I crashed. My brain has just crashed.
Silent
my-
Hill 2.
Any of
Call
them,
of Duty
any
Black
of them.
Ops.
Final Fantasy 7 and like Astrobot, I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be mad if they came in and got it. And then you only had good audio in Black Ops 6 if you got that $20.
Yeah, that $20 audio. You pay for that. Definitely going to get the award.
Oh my word.
Braven.
Hellblade. I hear voices in my. Yeah, no, it's every time. Let's say the voices drive me nuts. So
Yeah.
they're doing their job.
If there's one thing I like from that game, or love even, it's the audio design.
Yeah.
That's the one that deserves the most praise out of everything
absolutely.
from that game. Besides maybe like the visuals.
Absolutely, I completely agree with that.
But yeah, okay, on to the next one. We got the best score and music for
Wait,
outstanding music.
were you as well for Hellblade?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure.
Also, James was Hellblade as well.
Okay, make sure.
Pretty sure. Check. No, he's Astrobot, actually.
Wow.
Astrobot. Now, granted, Astrobot sound design really, really good.
Oh
so
yeah, no, absolutely.
valid pick.
Yeah, valid pick.
Best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and/or licensed soundtrack. We got Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphoria Fantasio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. What you got, Canaan?
I think you already know. It's Metaphor.
Metaphoria Fantasio.
Stellar Blade's soundtrack was really good too.
I heard- I've heard
that,
Stellar
that
Blade's
was
soundtrack is
a
really good.
runner-up. But I was surprised not to see Veilguards on here.
Hans Zimmer. You
It's
got
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
I was gonna vote for that because it was a good soundtrack.
True.
Where's it at?
True.
Come on.
Braven.
Hang on, I can't hear myself anymore for some reason. Am I
Talk.
still there?
Talk.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, you're still
Yeah, okay. Just make sure. I voted for Final Fantasy. One key feature in this is that my argument is just like Sephiroth's theme is so iconic
Yeah,
and
that is true.
and so scary. Like, come on, man. It's like
True.
it.
Even I know that one.
Sephiroth. Yeah. And then like the rest of the score is like Aerith's theme, Tifa's theme,
Oh, yeah.
like all of them. I'm like, man, some good stuff. And you can
It's
play them
good.
on the piano too. So
Ethan.
I am with Braven on this one. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Not even just like the main themes either. I was catching myself during some of like the battles with just the
oh yeah.
Shinra soldiers, where they would start up on like this thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting into it because
Yeah.
they're like
Don't make me go replay the games.
the score behind me was like building, and I'm just like, let's go. So I think that one's gonna walk away with it.
Yeah, I got Rebirth on this one also. I think one of the big things with Rebirth score is the fact that there is so many different variations of every single theme that
Yep.
plays in that
Yep.
game. And like it'll be like you'll be at the beach, and it'll play like a beachy version of y'all's theme, or you'll be in a dark lava cave, and it'll play
Creepy.
some deep dark, very fiery, like weird version of. It's just so many different variations of Nobuo Uematsu's themes from
Yep.
remake and the
I
original
agree.
game. And yeah, of course, there's the original themes themselves that
Oh,
are amazing
I'm
and,
about to
and make you feel things that are just like ethereal and all that stuff. But I think the main
You see
thing,
Sephiroth's theme. Oh.
yeah, like the main thing about it is the main like the sheer size of how many songs are in that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's what I think about that. On to best art design. Art direction.
Art direction.
Art direction. For outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic design and animation, we got Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphoria Fantasia, and Neva.
Okay.
What you got?
But I say if you said art design, I would have been like, oh yeah, I can see Metaphor doing that. But art direction, I feel like that's because those are two different things.
Yeah.
Art direction, I feel like Neva personally.
Okay.
Like, I personally feel like Neva, like the direction of that.
Yeah.
It's good. Just like throughout the seasons.
100%. Ethan.
I'm also gonna go with Neva. Just it's so stylized, and like they have their specific the way they wanted it to look, and they executed it well.
Okay.
That's
Canaan.
I actually voted for Neva
Okay.
because
You think Neva's gonna win?
it's probably gonna be Metaphor.
Metaphor.
I ain't gonna be mad, but
I ain't gonna be mad either.
but
I ain't gonna be mad either.
I just, for me, I felt like Neva's art. I mean, that was one of the huge selling points of it. It was just, it was breathtakingly beautiful sometimes, and I was just like, how can I not vote for Neva?
Yeah, I think I got Neva on this one too. I think if there's one award Neva's going to walk away with this year, I think it's going to be art direction, just because
Maybe,
that
yeah.
is the selling point of Neva. That is what makes Neva work as well as it does without the art direction. I think Neva's just kind of is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think a lot of the main points of Neva that really hit hard were the visuals and the way the art design and everything flows together with the storytelling aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Neva on that one. You and I think Neva's going to win too. I think the critics are going to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
As well. You and James got Metaphor, and us three have Neva.
Oh,
so,
cool.
That's kind of how that split up.
Cool.
Actually, I might change mine to Neva.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because
We'll change it. Leave James on his lonesome. Throw him under the bus.
I mean, dang,
Now,
man.
granted, if he gets it right, he'll be the only one who gets it right.
That would be crazy.
All right. We're getting to the last three here. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game. We got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor Fantasio, Hellblade 2, weird, and then Silent Hill 2, also kind of weird. I just don't think if Silent Hill 2, you shouldn't be nominated. You came out like 13 years ago, or more than that. You shouldn't be nominated for Best Narrative. The narrative came out 20 years ago. What are you doing? Anyways.
he
And Hellblade 2, the narrative of Hellblade 2 is the worst part of that game. So I don't get why that's there. But the other three are good. At least I don't know about Like a Dragon, but what you got, Braven?
About to say I'm put Final Fantasy because like the ending's kind of like still up in the air, like for what could happen next. That's my like the direction of where they're going. Like, I mean, I'll admit there were some parts where I'm like, okay, what are we doing? But then like we get to it, like I say that like for like 5 minutes, and then we get to a part I'm like, all right, like we're getting storytelling. Like the Golden Saucer. Every time we visited the Golden Saucer, I was like, oh, this feels like a filler, but at the same time, I enjoyed the filler.
Yeah.
Like absolutely, we dove into different people's stories and everything like that. Like Barrett, like
Good story.
Great story, and Red 13 as well.
Yeah.
And then what's his name? Kate Sith.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed those. So yeah, I'm gonna say Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Ethan, what you got, Ethan?
So I voted for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for a lot of the same reasons that Braven said. Plus, that's the one that I played. But my prediction is going to be for Metaphor, just based off of what y'all said and the stuff that I've seen from it. I think that has the better like story and storytelling. But I couldn't vote for it, I feel like, because I haven't played it yet. So.
True. Canaan, what you got?
I think you know the answer.
Yeah.
It's Metaphor. Like there were so many times like me and Dylan talking about this. I would text something and they're like, "What the crap just happened? What?"
Yeah.
And the story was it was pro-social and it did very well in that regard. But it also made you feel for the characters. It made you it wrote it in a way that made those characters connect to the bigger world and made it feel like that's the way it had been all along or whatever.
Yeah.
I love the narrative from it.
All right. I got Metaphor on this one. I think Metaphor's narrative is one of the strongest points of the game itself. I mean, the gameplay, everything's great about that game. But
yes.
I think the narrative is one of those things where it comes out in a year like this where it just really, there's a lot of lines that happen where I'm like, ooh, that felt really close to home of like what is going on now. And it's just like, I think the Game Awards are going to look, I think the jury's going to look at that. I think everything's going to look at, and I just think it's the most strong narrative when it comes to characters, not only characters' individual plots, but their plot as a team coming together and kind of interwoven into the central plot of the of the game itself. I think Rebirth's main issue is the third act and how kind of wild it goes. And it kind of loses you for a little bit, and you know the end happens, and you're like, all right, I'm interested to see where we go from here. But I think Rebirth's main issue is the fact that the third act gets so wonky and weird that it just kind of fizzles out a little bit for me towards the end.
I don't know. I thought it still stayed true to what it was. It just had it became a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Than it should have been.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It got. I think the storytelling of it was just a little like, okay, what's going on and where are we going from here? And I don't really know what's and none of that really ties up at all. So that's where I get. And Metaphor, there are points where I was like that, but then things happen and you're like, oh my gosh, whoa, that thing from that thing earlier was this thing, and I'm like, I can't say anything about spoiling it, but it's like, oh my gosh, bye Justin.
There were some
Everyone
huge
say
Bye,
moments.
Justin. Bye, buddy. I got some D&D things probably going to call you about tomorrow. I figured.
All right.
Yep.
Metaphor is
Metaphor.
me and Canaan's, and then me, Canaan, and Ethan's.
Where'd my water go?
I don't know. I didn't announce that to the class.
Sorry. I just had it. That's why. Hey, is it over there? Yeah. Oh, thank you. What? Where'd it go?
So, yeah, we got 3 out of the 5 being Metaphor, and then the next 2 being Rebirth, because James also voted Rebirth as well.
You can see it.
All right.
That's my
best
boy.
Game direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. We got Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Fantasia.
You gotta quit going to me first.
Canaan.
I voted for Metaphor because I'm a Metaphor fanboy. Let's be honest. But as far as like, oops, didn't mean to press that. Oops. As far as game direction, creative vision. I could see it going to Rebirth or possibly Wukong.
Okay. Which one?
Maybe not.
Rebirth?
but
Do you think of Rebirth?
Probably
I
Rebirth.
said Rebirth first. So I'll go with Rebirth. Ethan, what you got?
I said Astrobot.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I was thinking about that one as well.
Just, I don't know. They really had, what's the definition for direction, like game direction?
Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Yeah, 'cause like just the way they like designed everything in Astrobot is just, it's so like, you could tell they put a lot of heart in that, and then like the way the game goes and how it all flows together. I enjoyed it, and I think that could walk away with it. So that's gonna be my prediction.
Sick. So Braven,
Rebirth.
Rebirth. Any? Just
I for some reason I just see it just because of its. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to save my energy for the next pod. All right.
the next pod.
Yes, I'm doing one. I'll do it.
I don't know. If I anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. I got Erd Tree on this one. I think Erd Tree.
I could see that too.
Once again, we talk about game design. We talk about what the definition of that is, or game direction. Not one developer does game direction better than From Software does.
Okay.
Not one
That's
developer
fair.
comes even
That's
close.
fair.
And I know we talk about Erd Tree and why is it here and why is it getting. Ben Liberty got nominated for a lot of stuff last year. Didn't get nominated for Game of the Year, but it did get nominated for a lot of these technical categories. So like, I don't know. There's still moments in Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree where I'm like, oh my gosh, the level design and everything like that in this game is absolutely incredible. It's not as good as like the Elden Ring base game itself, but like that's a high level to reach, you know? And to come close to that as a DLC, I think the jury's going to look at that. So we're pretty split on this one. I got Erd Tree. Ethan has Rebirth, or Braven has Rebirth. Ethan has Astrobot. Canaan has Rebirth. And James also has Erd Tree as well. Me and James are together on that one.
All right.
Hold on.
Oh.
It had been a while since I played Shadow of the Erd Tree, so I kind of had forgotten about that. But now that I'm looking back on it, I was remembering, finding like small things that would tell a bigger story in the world of Shadow of the Erd Tree, and I was like, "Holy crap!
Yeah,
this is crazy."
Yeah,
and I'm gonna have to change my vote to that actually.
Ooh, so you think that's
all right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. We got crazy stuff going on. People changing their votes. Okay, so now it's me, Canaan, and James with Erd Tree. All right, big dog time.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. Recognize a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We got Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Fantasio. Ethan, you grabbed the mic.
Yeah.
You go first.
I voted for it, and I feel like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is gonna walk away with it. And I have my own reasons for not voting for Shadow of the Erdtree, but we'll probably talk about that in a second. Well, we already kind of have.
Yeah. We'll
Just-
talk. Oh, don't worry.
Just I don't feel, and I know a lot of people say that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is kind of a add-on, but it's really not. But anyway, besides that, just I feel like with the hype around Rebirth and the success on drop and everything, I think it can walk away with it.
Okay. Canaan, what you got? What's your game of the year? What do you think's gonna win?
Metaphor ReFantasia. Obviously. And I feel like it's going to walk away with it too. Because, yeah, Final Fantasy VII's a big game. But, like, let's be honest. Metaphor was just so much better.
Yeah.
I know y'all going to be mad about it.
No, I'm pointing at a point he said earlier that
It's just...
You.
From start to finish, Metaphor was my game of the year.
Yeah.
I've never had that with another game. So I feel like it's going to walk away with it because a lot of critics have lauded that game and have loved it. So I feel like
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
it could be Final Fantasy VII, but it's probably going to be Metaphor.
I think it's going to be Rebirth for multiple reasons. One, the Final Fantasy fan base is very good, very big. And I know we're only 10% of a vote, but it did. There's just so much with that game that's very good at, like, from start to finish. I know it gets wonky in the third act, but it's still I still think it's a solid finish for a game. But I kind of was thinking about it as we were talking right here. It was nominated. It won most anticipated game of the year last year. So I was about to say it would be kind of poetic if it won Game of the Year this year.
Yeah.
So I just thinking about that. I was just thinking about that. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah,
okay. Yeah, I got. I'm with you, Canaan. I got Metaphor on this one. I just think that I think this is finally the year. If there is a game for the Game Awards to finally give a turn-based JRPG the Game of the Year,
It would be.
I think it's this one. And I think it's just because, Persona 5 was the last one that was nominated for Game of the Year, from what I remember.
Yeah.
And I just don't think we were ready for that yet. I don't think we were ready for that kind of game to be getting that kind of award in a day and age where the open world adventure is more viable to win a Game of the Year than that kind of game. And I think now we're at the point where we can take that, and especially with the reviews of this game, and Rebirth reviews were great too. I mean, I love Rebirth. I love Metaphor. Like most of these games. I've played all of them, and like I love Astrobot's a 5 out of 5. Astrobot was my game of the year before Metaphor was.
yeah.
And Balatro, so freaking fun. I liked Black Myth Wukong. I didn't love it. It's only here because it's really popular.
Yeah.
But I loved Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. What a time that was, Like Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, what a freaking time period that was. And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, loved playing that game. Huge game. And Metaphor is freaking 70 hours long. And I did not feel a moment of meatiness in there where I was like, I don't really...
No, except for maybe the last boss.
Maybe the last part was like the only where it's just like, oh my god, this boss is insane.
Yeah.
But it's the final boss, so you kind of expect that.
Yeah.
The middle chunk of the game is where you really have to nail it for me to stand, and they do. And I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has a lot of stuff in it where I'm like, they force you to do things, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to move this cart really slowly. I don't want to play this mini game to get this thing and then to do this thing. I just want to keep. And that's what Final Fantasy is. But, I don't know. I just think Metaphor does the long story better than Final Fantasy did. As much as I love both. And I think if Final Fantasy won, I wouldn't really get mad. But there's one game on there where I would get mad. And that's Shadow of the Erd Tree. If Shadow
Absolutely.
of the Erd Tree wins, I'm going to get real mad.
I will start throwing things.
As much as I love it.
You will see me on stream start throwing things.
I love that experience. I think it's
not gonna win it.
definitely one of, if not the best DLCs of all time. I don't think it really belongs.
But it is just that.
Yeah.
It is a DLC.
And people saying that Rebirth shouldn't be here because it's like an add-on. I'm like, well, no, it's really not.
It's its own game.
Rebirth has like, it's a sequel, yes, to Remake. Yes, it is a sequel.
Remake kind of.
But Rebirth is now its own thing. It takes stuff from the original 7, but it's not like Silent Hill 2 where it's like literally beat for beat the same game, adding a couple more endings probably.
Yeah. Because Remake kind of completely changed
Remake remade the story of.
Yeah, so
7.
it's a continuation of that branch off.
And granted, there are characters from 7. There are story moments that we still have the what's his name? Guy with the arm for Barrett and the other guy, the dad of Marlene. I can't remember his name. That guy,
Devon.
But-
something like that. Yeah.
But like you said earlier, you can outright buy Rebirth.
You
and
can play Rebirth without playing Remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to
Yeah.
finish 70% of.
Yeah. Elden Ring to play
Ring to
Shadow
play.
of the Erd Tree.
And
To
it's
even play it, you can buy it. You can't even play it until you beat Moog.
Yeah.
Which, Jeff, if you're watching this, you should make a. It's not like you're gonna watch this, but
If you
Jeff
do,
Keighley.
if you do watch this, hey man, how
Yeah.
you doing?
they need to make a. There's so many good DLCs. Like we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
There's so many good DLCs like Shadow of the Erd Tree,
Phantom Liberty.
and
Witcher 3
then
had some.
Destiny 2 had some.
Yeah. Destiny 2 The Final Shape I think would have been nominated this year.
And I feel like you could have a good like competition with that. I mean, I still think if there was a DLC, Shadow of the Erd Tree would
win.
have walked away
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, it's gonna walk
But-
away with it.
I feel like they need to have a DLC. Anyway,
I agree.
Any other thoughts on the Game Awards themselves? We're not going to talk about what we think is going to be there, like game reveal wise and stuff like that. This is just the awards themselves. But
Spider-Man 3. No.
no, none of that. No Spider-Man 3, no Kingdom Hearts 4. It's not going to happen. Anything, Kanan?
Bloodborne 2, please.
Oh God, please,
Please.
At least a remake.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, this has been Hog Rider Gaming. This is a long one. It's always a long one. The predictions.
Yeah.
So we're going to be streaming our reactions to the Game Awards the night of.
Yes.
7:30 on our Twitch.
Yep.
We'll be streaming it.
At about December 12th. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
December 12th, yes. And we'll all be here. It'll be us and Matt and James.
Yes.
Possibly.
Possibly Matt.
And that's it. Yeah, so if you liked us at all, you should subscribe. You should like and comment on the video. If you're listening on Spotify, you should follow and rate us 5 stars. All that good stuff. Our Discord link is in the description below for us to join. Ethan's grabbing the mic for some reason.
Is our Twitch link in the?
It will be.
Okay.
Oh, it already is. It says our Twitch username.
You want to follow us so you can watch the?
Yes, watch the stream. We're streaming
Yeah.
on Twitch, not on YouTube. Streaming on Twitch.
On Twitch.
Yeah. I love you guys, but you have to say it back. My voice cracked really bad. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.